Come back to this video next time you want to overeat. I'm about to talk you out of it. That urge that you're feeling is gonna pass whether you feed it or not. You don't have to feed the urge for it to go away. I know you really want the pleasure and the dopamine from binging, but have you ever experienced the pleasure from not binging? From sitting through the discomfort of wanting food and knowing that you can accomplish that? Think of yourself waking up tomorrow. Are you gonna look back and say, yeah, I'm so glad that I binged? No, you're always going to regret it. That's why you feel guilty about it. So set yourself up for success. Go on a walk instead.
Babe, I'm about to go on my nightly walk, but before I do, I want to give you some harsh truths about weight loss. For those of you looking for mama's credentials, I have dropped 205 pounds and have completely reversed my type 2 diabetes. Amen. If you are not prepared to make changes to your current lifestyle, babe, then you are not ready for long-term weight loss. You cannot choose where the fat comes from while you're losing it, babe. Can you target areas to build muscle? Sure. Will you be able to target an area for fat loss? No. If you have 50 plus pounds to lose and you are concerned that you're not going to lose it fast enough, you are not ready for weight loss. If you have a large amount of fat to lose, it is going to take time, babe. Here's the kicker, babe. That time is going to pass. Whether you are working on yourself or you're not, that time's going to keep moving on, okay? Just remember that. If you start now, that time's gonna pass, you're gonna lose weight. If you look back 6 months from now and you haven't lost any weight, that time passed. You do not have to be in a 500 plus calorie deficit to lose weight, babe. In fact, I don't recommend that for long-term sustainable weight loss. If you do not enjoy the physical activity you are doing for exercise, the odds of you doing it long-term are very slim to none. You will burn out and you will quit. Fad diets, cutting carbs, things like that, they are not sustainable long-term for people who enjoy food and go out and enjoy celebrations with food and enjoy family time with food, babe. If you are cutting something from your diet that you cannot cut forever, that is not sustainable, babe. No one likes to hear this, but GLP-1s, medications, fad diets, pills, drugs of any kind, they all do one thing in common. They put you into a calorie deficit. How you use that calorie deficit is whether or not it's going to be sustainable. If you are learning new habits while you are taking these medications or using fad diets, great, you could keep the weight off. The problem is if you are not retraining yourself on how to view food, how to portion control or track your calories or move your body to burn calories off, you are not going to sustainably be able to keep that weight off once you've lost it. Rest days are non-negotiable. You will burn out. Whether you enjoy an exercise or not, your body will tell you, nope, sorry, not doing that. You have to rest. Sustainable weight loss does not look like losing 5 to 10 pounds every week, babe. If you have a ton of weight to lose, that might happen up front just because you're losing a lot of water weight, etc. However, long-term sustainable weight loss looks like half a pound a week, 1 pound a week, and sometimes even slower than that based on you and your metabolism, babe, and how much you are willing to move your body. If you don't have a motivating factor, a why, as people call it, you will not stick to this, babe. Hot take, babe, but undereating is worse for you than overeating. If you overeat your calories one day, out of the grand scale of a month of meals, that is a blip on the radar. Don't skip your next meal, just eat normally your next meal and keep moving forward. It's all about consistency. You belong in fitness spaces no matter what size or shape you are, babe. Period. Everyone deserves to be in fitness spaces. Fitness spaces are for you. They are for we. The scale should not scare you. It should not define you, babe. You are using the scale as a tool. That is one marker upon lots of things. Women specifically, are you going through your period? Are you in your menstrual cycle, babe? You're gonna retain water. Do you have PCOS? Are you insulin resistant? Your body is going to look different and feel different on a daily basis, babe, based on your hormone levels, okay? A scale is just a number. It's not telling you the amount of muscle you have in your body, how much water you have in your body. If the scale jumps 3 to 5 pounds overnight, you did not gain 3 pounds of fat overnight, babe. There's no fucking way, okay? Calm down. The body does incredible things. It holds on to water, it holds on to stress, it holds on to cortisol. I promise you did not gain 3 pounds of fat overnight, babe. Desensitize yourself to the weight scale.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but you have to accept the fact that your body and your life is a direct reflection of what you keep doing and the habits that you actually have. For some people, this statement is a high compliment. If this does not feel like a compliment, then it's time to do a hard reflection and make a change for yourself. Because if you refuse to make changes to your current lifestyle, then you cannot expect to reach your goals that require those changes. You wanting a goal that requires you to take actions that you are not willing to take, that is not a goal, that is a wish. And striving for a wish will only lead you to disappointment.
And just in case you're thinking about not going to the gym today because you want to continue to be a fat bitch, let me go ahead and remind you of what you're in for. So my sister has been with a man that, has his life together. We could say that he makes millions of dollars a year. And he and her were in a little argument yesterday, and he said, I'd rather be with a fat girl than have to deal with this. And, obviously he was just talking in the moment or whatever, but that hit me so fucking deep. He has to go that low to say he'd rather be with a fat bitch than, to have to deal with, I guess stress or whatever the fuck. But the fight isn't the issue. The stress isn't the issue. The issue is men don't like fat women. Like, they don't like women that are out of shape. Yes, they might connect with them, they might use them or whatever, but that just goes to show you that guys do not find fat girls attractive. And I already know what's going to come in the comments. Oh, I don't care, I don't want a guy, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. I'm not here for you. Get off my page. But the other women that know what life is, like the reality of life is you get treated how you present yourself, you get treated how much you respect yourself, and based on your weight, that determines if you respect yourself or not. This is your sign to get off your butt, get in the gym, or go walk 10,000 steps. That's free, okay? You don't have to buy a gym membership, although I definitely recommend it so it can hold your ass accountable. But start moving your body, start eating healthier, or if you don't want to eat healthier, start eating less. Figure out what you can do for your body to level up and to become the hottest version of yourself, because I'm telling you right now, men don't like fat women. It's not just men that have their life together and stuff. No, I'm telling you right now, no man is going to want a fat girl, okay?
Just lose the weight. And not because you want to be in a smaller body, but because you want to be able to put on your clothes and feel so freaking good. You deserve to be excited to go shopping, and you deserve to walk into a dressing room and be excited to try on more things. You deserve to make plans without feeling like, oh, what am I going to wear? You deserve to be seen while feeling so confident that it's exuding off of you. Because you deserve the best, you deserve to feel good. And if losing weight is going to be that thing that's going to help you feel better, then you can do it. I promise you, you can do hard things. And to be honest, the truth is, weight loss really isn't that hard, okay? It's fairly simple. I started using Cora, and it basically told me what to eat and how to move my body every single day. So I stopped guessing, I stopped starting over, literally just stuck to the plan. And I'm telling you, you are going to put on that outfit, you are going to go in that dressing room, and you are going to feel so good that you do not want to stop.
You lost your confidence and you're trying to get it back? Tap in, I got you. 3 things you're going to do over the next 7 days. Number 1, invest into your appearance. When you look good, you feel good. It's not all about looking good, y'all. It's not all about looking good. Listen up. But when you look good, you feel good. That's the first step. Number 2, develop some sort of discipline. Okay? It's not about, oh, I don't feel like it. I don't got time. I got to work. I got this. I got that. No. Develop some sort of discipline, because when you don't have motivation, discipline is going to save you. Number 3, keep your promises to yourself. When you say you're going to get up in the morning and go to the gym, get up in the morning and go to the gym. Because if you don't, you're chipping at your confidence. And when you keep breaking promises to yourself, your confidence slowly leaves. I'm not the page that's gonna baby you and tell y'all, oh, it's okay to lay in bed, it's okay to get your rest, it's okay. No, I'm the big sis that's gonna help you get up and keep going. Come on.
Your body will determine the type of man that you attract. Cosmetic BBL bodies attract drug dealers, gangbangers, club goers, players, thugs, unfaithful men. Natural bodies attract career men, businessmen, stable men, family men, husband material men, and if you're in the right setting, a rich man. Overweight bodies attract users, losers, abusers, criminals, men with ulterior motives. Your body is the first impression of who you are. BBL bodies don't keep men. Natural bodies attract quality men. Overweight bodies attract user men. Be careful with what you do with your body. It can be a playground for some men. It could be an experience for some men. It can be temporary pleasure for a man. Or it could be a very big blessing to a man. Your body determines your man. Be smart, they smart, choose wisely, Net Nation. And remember, I told you.
And when people ask me how did I lose the weight, I've lost over 65 pounds in the last year. I was 217. I'm currently 147, size extra small now. And people are like, how did you do it? How did you lose the weight? They don't want to hear the truth, which is the fact that you need to put the fork down, okay? You could do all the workouts in the world. You could drink all the water in the world. You can mind your business and get your 8 hours of sleep. If you don't put this fork down, if you don't stop eating every 20 minutes, it's not going to work. I just went to Meza at the mall. I just finished shopping. This is a kid's meal. Okay, I always get the kids meal now. I'm on the skinny shot, so I can only eat about like a third of this, but this is a kids meal. Look at how it is compared to my face, like literally as big as my head. This is a kids meal. Imagine the full adult portion. If you are in America and you are trying to lose weight, you have to stay in a caloric deficit. It is literally science. I would highly recommend getting your blood work done first, because a lot of times it's a little bit of an underlying condition. Maybe you have hypertension, maybe you have PCOS. Personally, I'm insulin resistant, found that out, went on a GLP-1. If you do that route, highly recommend going through a physician or an endocrinologist that is licensed. But the biggest thing that I can recommend is not the workouts. It's not even the water and hydration. It is putting the fork down, getting your portion control literally in sizes that make sense. This is a kid's meal. I'm probably going to be able to eat a third of this. A regular portion would have been double of this. Losing the weight is about working out. It is about the hydration, but like literally 80% of it is the food that you intake. And if you're doing a lot of processed carbs, if you're doing a lot of processed sugars and all that crazy stuff, if you're doing it on a 9-inch plate for dinner and not a 5-inch plate for dinner like the Europeans, it's not going to work. Also, if you think that you can eat clean Monday through Friday and then Saturday and Sunday you pick out all 3 meals, which is 6 meals out of the how many meals a week, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So I know this is like the harsh truth. And like when people ask me, I literally say, put the fork down and cut the alcohol out. Let's not even get to the alcohol. Oh my goodness. So many people are like low-key have a problem when they're like, I could never give up the alcohol. You need to seek help. If you can't go a week without drinking, you need to seek help. If you can't go a month without drinking, you need to seek help. And I'm sorry to be the one to break it to you. I will hold your hand when I say this. If you can't give that up and you literally want to lose the weight, you don't want it bad enough. I wanted it bad enough. I wanted to be a European sample size couture, and I am now. I'm a size 2, extra, extra small. I saw the vision and I was like, if this is what I have to do, if I literally have to put the fork down to get there and to get healthy and to have my blood work in check and not have any underlying issues or conditions anymore, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the fork down. I'm gonna get the kids meal. And as you see, this is more than enough. Your body does not need that much to literally survive. Like, relax. It's really not that deep. Y'all complicate it way more. Y'all eat out way more than y'all need to. And y'all just need to keep y'all meals simple and keep it on a little appetizer plate, 5 inches, like the Europeans. That's the advice I give. And I just like, a lot of people say they want it, but they really don't. But to those that do, just understand, put the fork down.
Being beautiful and losing a large amount of weight is like becoming an overnight celebrity. It's literally one day you're morbidly obese, nobody cares about you, you can leave your house, no one talks to you, no one offers to help you, nobody literally cares. And then the next day, right, you're no longer morbidly obese. People are talking to you, people are asking for your number, people are helping you put stuff in your car, people are holding the doors for you, people are telling you you're beautiful everywhere you go. It is literally like night and day. And a lot of people don't talk about how, like, in the beginning it like shakes your nervous system because you're used to being able to just walk all about, nobody give a fuck about you, nobody talks to you, to the next day, which is really not the next day, but once you lose weight, people are literally being so nice to you. And you can't just be invisible. I fight with this to this day sometimes. Like, I literally try to look rough on purpose. Like, there's times when I just try to look rough so nobody will talk to me, nobody will notice me. Like, you can go unseen. when you're plus size. And then I still have people like, oh, you look so beautiful. Like, I remember one day me and my boyfriend even went to like IHOP, right? And this one girl was like, oh, you're so beautiful. Like, can you move your hair and stuff so I can see your face? And I'm like, Jesus. Like, and I had that happen so many times. And it makes me a little bit uncomfortable because I'm just like a little nervous girly. Like, I'm very outgoing, but I don't like people staring at me. And I don't like all that attention. Even though I'm on social media, I get a lot of attention on social media. But like in real life, I'm very like a little turtle. Like, I pop in and out of my shell type of thing. So when I lost weight, it took a lot of getting used to. But I'm telling y'all, when I got used to it, I'm not gonna lie. Once you start getting used to it, you do expect it. You expect to be complimented. You expect people to talk to you. It's an expectation that you end up having after years of getting used to it. In the beginning, it's like nerve-wracking. It's like leaving your house and paparazzi's out fucking side. Like, it's nerve-wracking as fuck. But then when you get used to it, it's kind of like, y'all know how celebrities and rappers, they start getting like a bunch of women and stuff like that. So now they expect it. They feel like that nigga. Like, that is practically how it is losing weight. And then now you got all these options, and then you get used to attention, and you get used to free shit, and you get like, and then you have to also control that, because you have to learn that lust is not love. And then for you to find someone genuine, you still have to weed through all those ingenuine people that just like you for your looks and find the person that actually likes you for who you are. It's crazy.
Trick yourself into thinking like a skinny person. A lot of skinny people are actually pretty indifferent to food. Doesn't mean that they don't eat whatever they want, but it really doesn't have as huge a hold on them as it does for most people. They really don't experience a lot of food noise. That's why it's easier for them to eat what they want and then stop in small portions. A lot of them also don't feel the need to eat constantly throughout the day. In fact, most naturally skinny people that I've known, they have more interrupted eating patterns. They may not eat breakfast and then wait to eat a bigger meal later on. They usually don't have a lot of snacks, or if they do snack, it means that their meals are even smaller later on. And a lot of this just comes down to difference, really, towards food. They just don't really care about it. Sometimes they even forget to eat for like hours, which can sound crazy to those of us who experience food noise. And I have many different videos on how to stop food noise, which you can check out on my YouTube channel or my Patreon. But trick yourself into being indifferent towards food, simply changing your thinking around it. So when you do start to experience food noise, or you have cravings, or you start thinking about what am I gonna have for the next snack or the next meal, just say things like, I don't know, food is kind of boring. I can eat whatever. I'm not even hungry right now. I'm not gonna think about it right now. Say to yourself or out loud to other people, which will make it even more real, food doesn't really excite me. I don't know, I'm not really craving anything right now. I could give or take sweets. I'm kind of hungry, but I could wait. If someone offers you a snack at work, like potato chips or baked cookies that they brought in from home, just look at it and just kind of like fake being disgusted almost. Just be like, sorry, no thanks. I can't eat right now. My appetite's just not there. I'm gonna wait till lunch. My stomach can't really handle sweet things like this early. I'm just not really a big fan of salty foods. Start acting and pretending that you're a naturally thin person. Just start acting more indifferent towards food. The key is that you have to be vigilant about these thoughts, because your normal thinking patterns will come through every single day where you'll start thinking about food or start thinking that you're having cravings. But you have to remind yourself that's just a thought. That's not reality. Just replace that thought with, actually, no, French fries, no. My stomach can't handle French fries. That's too salty for me right now. In fact, I'm not even actually really that hungry. And if you think about it, you probably really aren't. Another key tip for this is to not only just act indifferent towards food, but stay busy, stay more focused on other things, like the tasks at hand. Get really focused in a book, get really focused in your work, go for a long walk. Do things that also naturally and actively take your mind off of food. The less you think about food, the less power it has over you.
Oh, you're hungry right now? The food is going to be there tomorrow. Don't give in. It is a psychological battle. Weight loss is a psychological battle. Do not give in. Have some delayed gratification. Imagine when you wake up in the morning, how much more happy you're going to be that you did not give in to 2 seconds of dopamine. It's just 2 seconds. Imagine how big of a dopamine hit you're going to have when you have abs and have your dream body. It's going to be much better than giving in and then feeling like shit in the morning for failing. Start getting obsessed with doing hard things, and you are going to get obsessed with having that type of dopamine, and you won't have to give in to easy things like eating. Why are you eating over your calories? The food's going to be there tomorrow. Just a reminder.
If you are in a relationship and you're eating just like your man, you're gonna gain weight. I gained 20 pounds because I was eating and drinking like my man. This is your sign to portion your food and stop eating like a boy.
One of Satan's greatest weapon on mass destruction has always been food since the beginning. The first battle Satan ever fought against humanity wasn't over money, sex, or power. It was over food. Adam and Eve fell because they reached for something to eat that God said no to. Then Satan meets Jesus in the wilderness. After 40 days without food, what's his first temptation? Bread. Again, he attacks the appetite. Esau sold his birthright for one meal. The Israelites longed for Egypt because they missed the food, even though Egypt was the place that enslaved them. Their stomach became more important than their freedom. Do you see the pattern? Satan knows if he can control your appetite, he can control your life. That's why one of the most dangerous sins in church today is also one of the least preached about: gluttony. We'll call out drunkenness because it's obvious. We'll call out pornography because it's visible. But gluttony sits in church every Sunday completely unchallenged. Then we read 1 Corinthians 10 verse 31. So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. Why would God specifically mention eating and drinking? Because worship isn't limited to what comes out of your mouth. Worship is revealed what you continually choose with your body. Your stomach makes a terrible God because it's never satisfied. It always wants more. Philippians 3 verse 19 says, there are people whose God is their stomach. But boxes of donuts, cookies, cakes, endless sugar, nobody says a word. And that's exactly why fasting is so powerful. It's God teaching you who's really in charge. Every time you push the plate away, you're telling your flesh, you don't rule me, Jesus does. You're choosing God's will over your own desires. Throughout scripture, some of the greatest moments of intimacy with God, clarity, deliverance, or spiritual power came through prayer and fasting. Fasting transforms you. It breaks the grip of your appetites, and it reminds you that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God.
The worst thing a woman can do is stop taking care of herself. Girl, I am telling you, get the teeth cleaning, take care of your skin, drink more water, nourish your body, exercise every day, do your hair, get out of the clothes that you slept in and put on fresh clothes every day. Do the body care routine, get some sunlight, do the little things, because what I've realized is how we take care of ourselves is a direct reflection of how we feel about ourselves. And I know that we all have seasons and we all have moments where we fall off and we forget to take care of ourselves. But it's our job to remember that we cannot let a moment or a season turn into us giving up on ourselves and stop taking care of ourselves. Because you are the only one that has to live in your body for the rest of your life. So treat yourself with care. Treat yourself with respect. Because the more that you take care of yourself, the more confident you become. And not because you're chasing validation or you're chasing reassurance. It's because you're showing yourself that you are worth taking care of, which you are.
Food is not the issue. It's your inability to say no to people. You would rather go out when you have 6 hours of sleep with your friends and go drink with them when you know damn well you should be in that bed sleeping. But you rather choose to show up for people because you don't want to feel left out. You want to have fun while you're young, but you never show up for yourself. People don't realize whenever you are trying to fix your relationship with food or creating a whole new life, having a physique that you're proud of, something where you're like, damn, I actually did that. It comes down to one thing: the ability to say no and sacrifice things for the good of yourself and what you need to get done. And let me ask you a question. What's going to matter more in 20 years? You being in a hospital in a wheelchair because you have all of these health problems, or being healthy, having muscle on your body, being proud of the physique you brought because you sacrificed the time to say yes to yourself?
If you don't work out, stop hating on people that do.
You are mad when you're on here. Oh my gosh, you're so self-obsessed. Oh my gosh, all you do is count macros. All you do is care about what you look like. Yeah, because it's health. Because health is wealth. How am I going to enjoy my future if I'm sick and I'm unable to move? Stay in your lane. People are not going to respect what they do not understand. A person who cares about their health and their well-being will not hate on you. You don't even know why some people are in the gym. Some people are battling depression. Some people are battling anxiety. Some people are in there grieving. Some people are fighting for their life. And you hating on them. I don't care if you 500 pounds in the gym. I applaud you for showing up. I don't care if you 90 pounds in the gym. I applaud you for showing up. Stop hating on people who are actually caring about their health and their well-being. Period.
That Bible and that gym will really change your life. One trains your spirit and the other trains your discipline. One gives you the peace mentally and the other makes you stronger physically. And together, it's a different type of transformation. You start thinking clearer, moving different, carrying yourself with more confidence and self-control. A lot of people are looking for shortcuts when honestly, consistency with God and consistency with yourself will take you further than anything else.
If you want to make more money, get in shape. If you want healthier relationships, get in shape. If you constantly feel stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, or burned out, get in shape. And before you say fitness isn't that deep, understand this. Fitness has never just been about your body. Getting in shape changes you because it forces you to build discipline. It forces you to follow through on commitments, especially on the days you do not feel like showing up. Every workout you complete when you're tired, unmotivated, or uncomfortable teaches you to stop negotiating with yourself. And that mindset spills into every area of your life. Your confidence increases, not just because you look different, but because you finally trust yourself. You carry yourself different when you know you can rely on your own discipline. You communicate differently. You make decisions differently. Your standards get higher. You tolerate less disrespect. You stop settling. You stop avoiding hard things. Fitness will not magically solve every problem in your life, but it will turn you into someone far more capable of handling them. That's why fitness changes lives, not because of the physical transformation, but because of the internal one.
You teach people how to treat you by the way you treat yourself. I'm sorry to say, but the way you look and the way you present yourself and the way you take care of yourself and the way you love yourself teaches people how to treat you. You treat yourself like a rose petal, then guess what message that's gonna give? Like, I expect myself to be treated delicately. I expect my partner to treat me like a rose petal, right?
And before you think about skipping the gym today, I want you to do me a favor. Think about some of your old classmates and how humongous they done got. Do you want to look like that? I didn't think so. Go ahead and get up and go to the gym. Thank you.
Genetics gave me the exact same thing it gave you, which is a baseline. It said, hey, this is your height. This is going to be the long toes that you have. This is going to be the long fingers that you have. And this is going to be the shape of your head. That's genetics, okay? Genetics is not waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and clocking into a workout, okay? Genetics is not going to a workout twice a day. It's not. That's not genetics. That's discernment and selection and how you want to use your time. When I cook, I'm considering how I want to look and how I want to feel in my 40s, okay? So women that are much older than me often comment on my page and say, oh, this is genetics. There's no point. I'm going to keep eating my cake. There is a point. There's a reason why your auntie's fat and your uncle's fat and your kids are fat and your brothers are fat. There's a reason for that. And it's because nobody was willing to say, hey, this is not genetics. This is a problem with selection. This is a problem with saying enough is enough. This is a problem with depriving yourself of the things that you think you want because you've never known a better lifestyle. You think you don't want to be fit because you've never even known what that looks like. When you're fit, your energy flows. You attract better things. People start opening doors for you and giving you money just because you're radiating such a great frequency. Don't believe me? Get fit and find out. Okay, but don't credit people's hard work and discernment. I got 2 degrees in the health field. What would make you think that that's genetics? It's not. That's applied effort. And it's so insulting to the professionals when you try to give us it's genetics. No, motherfucker, my height is genetics. My toe length is genetics. You guys are big because you're not choosing to be fit, to be healthy. Most importantly, healthy. I'm not saying skinny. I'm saying healthy. Okay? It doesn't matter how old you are. Even if you're in your 40s, right now you can change your life.
get on a fucking treadmill and out the comments.
I could only name 3 things that are actually going to help you stay toned and snatched and have a flat tummy. It would be 10K steps, gut healthy, clean dietary supplements, and weighted core exercises. Trust.
How to eat pizza like a skinny bitch. I'm in Italy right now, and a lot of Italians eat pizza and pasta every day and don't gain weight. And I'm going to teach you how you can eat pizza and lose weight. First up is they always give you bread. Pass on that. I never ever eat free bread. If I ever eat bread, it's because I order it, but I never eat this because it's a prop in my book. Half the reason Italians don't get fat is generally A, their portions, B, they walk 10,000 steps, C, it's their lifestyle habits. If you want any of those, apply to the Skinny Society. Here's this. They cut it into fourths for me. The first thing is always bring a man with you. I only ever order this when I have a man with me or my friends, so you can share it. So none of this is going to waste because I can see the comments coming. Next thing is take a piece and put it on your size plate. I always say your stomach is the size of your fist, so this is a little bit too big, so I'm going to cut myself a skinny portion. Now that you have this, your eyes always trick you with a bigger plate. It thinks that this isn't that much, so that's why you always get a small plate because you eat with your eyes first. So this is my little piece of pizza, and then I'm going to give this all to my friends. Another hack is I always order thin crust. Thin crust is such a good hack. Fire. Then you taste it. The first bite tastes the same as the last bite, and this is great because then you indulged, and then again you can have protein and all the other things, but you are allowed to have a pizza with no protein. You are allowed to indulge in things, but just remember the first bite always tastes the same as the last 10. If you want tools and methods to help you do this, apply to the Skinny Society, but I'm telling you, always eat off a side plate because you always eat with your eyes first. Pizza like a skinny bitch.